If you're a SketchUp user and you don't know the Curviloft yet, you're missing one of the most powerful modeling tools. This video is the start of a 1-month free SketchUp plugin training series. Curviloft is a free to 6 plugin for creating smooth and complex surfaces from curves. It can be installed for free from trusted sources like SketchUcation. Don't forget to have Fredo 6 installed before installing this plugin. This plugin has 3 main features. The first one is Loft by Spline. This is used for creating smooth surfaces between curves. The second one is Loft along path. This is used for generating surfaces or solid along a path. And the last one is scanning. This is used for turning multiple edges into one continuous surface. Now let's jump straight into the workflow. For example, at the bottom we have a 9-sided shape, and at the top we have a small circle. I want to connect these two shapes together. First, let me make some changes to the lower shape. I added these circular details around the 9-sided shape. Then I copy that. After that, I write 9x and enter to create 9 copies. Then remove the lines and clean it up. For now, my goal is to connect these two shapes together. When I click on the Loft by Spline option, some settings appear at the top, and from there I can adjust the connection. This option controls how the curves are connected and how smooth the surface becomes. And we have several different options, and each one creates a different change in the shape. In this section we have segments option. From here we can increase or decrease the number of segments, or simply click on the value and type the number between 1 and 99. For example, if I set it to 50, the shape becomes smoother and more refined, but it also makes the model much heavier. That's why I recommended keeping this value at 10 most of the time, because it gives a good balance between smoothness and performance. Simplify makes the shape smoother, but in a very minimal way, and in this case it doesn't have much effect on the model. Next we have interpolation, which basically does the same thing. After that we have vertex matching. Vertex matching controls which top segment connects to which bottom segment, and it offers several different modes that we can choose from. However, I recommended keeping these 3 options at their default settings and not changing them too much, because they don't make a significant difference in our shape. Here we have geometry. In this option adds diagonal lines to the shape. These options, when we enable them, the surface disappears and only the frame remains visible. And this option removes the diagonal lines. Let me tell you one more thing. After creating this shape, if we click directly on it, this frame appears. In this section we have twisting option, which allows us to twist the shape. Here you can see how it smoothly twists the shape and creates exactly the form we wanted. Sometimes we want to create this shape along a specific path that we define ourselves. In this situation, using the first option doesn't give us the correct result. Instead, we need to use the second option. First, we define the path. As you can see, this method creates a much cleaner and more accurate shape, exactly the way we want it. Let me show you another example using this second option. First, we draw the profile. And now we have to define the path along which the shape will be created. As you can see, it creates the shape the way that we want it. Now I want to show you two examples using the third option. As you can see, I have drawn these shapes before using just a simple arc to keep the video from being too long. In this case, the first option doesn't work because it can't create the shape, and the second option also doesn't work since there isn't a single defined path. In fact, there are three different paths. Here we need to use the third option, and just look at how beautifully and smoothly it creates the shape for us. And we can turn off these lines and see the shape smoothly by unchecking hide geometry in the menu bar. Now let's work on the next example. As you can see, the shape is formed from curves on four sides. And the first and second option can't turn this into a surface, so we need to use the third option. Look at how beautifully it converts the shape into a smooth surface for us. And here I want to show you an example of where the diagonal lines from the geometry section are used. And as you can see, first I turn on the diagonal lines and start creating this surface. And to do this, we need to explode the shape first. If you can see the diagonal lines clearly, you can make them visible by using soften and smooth edges by reducing it. Now this is visible clearly. Guys, here because I deleted the surface and only the lines remain, I'm using another plugin called Selection Toys. We will cover this plugin in detail in one of our upcoming videos, so make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss it. And for now, I just wanted to demonstrate the use of diagonal lines in the geometry section. As you can see, the surface has been deleted and only the lines remain. Now I want to convert these lines into actual geometry. Here I'm using another plugin called JHS Powerbar, and we will go through all these plugins in order to upcoming videos. Just make sure to subscribe to my channel so you will not miss these videos. And in this section we can set the properties, and it covers the lines into pipes. You can also specify the diameter of the pipes however you like. Now I'm going to apply a glass material on it. Yeah. And as you can see, the shape we created is a very particle and widely used in the world of architecture. This was the first video in a 3D plugin series. If you want to learn all the plugins, make sure to subscribe to my channel ArcJamsheet.